Hey guys, so welcome to the call, and you know what? I played that video for a couple of reasons, and I hope some of you may hate sports. Some of you may not even know who Stephen Curry is at all. But this is the thing. It's the message that came across there. It's the message that success is not an accident. It is a choice, right? And the habits that you have today, what you're doing as a coach today, is going to determine whether you're going to get the success and the dreams that you want tomorrow. But this is the problem. Right now, so many of you, I'm looking at many of you that are probably in your head are saying, and you're in the comparing game. You're comparing, saying, I'm not going to be as successful as this person because, or I'm not going to be that great of a coach because, or I'm not going to be successful because. But the thing is, guys, you have to realize, and something that came back to me and Kristen said that struck her that I said at Super Saturday, is that you cannot compare your chapter 1 to my chapter 12. If that's the best example. You cannot compare where you are to where I am or where somebody else is in the business. We are all at different places. You need to find the need that you have right now and fill it. If you are a new coach, your need is finding a challenger to get in our challenge group and fill it. It's not about worrying about building a business and getting yourself to run team calls. At this point, if you are a new coach, it's find a need and fill it. And it's not getting in the comparing game. But your success is going to be dependent upon, and I just told this to one of my coaches this morning, and he knows he's on the call, your success in this business is going to be dependent upon your willingness to accept failure and handle adversity, period. Okay, success never goes on sale. It never goes on discount. I just want to pay that message because I, too, myself, at times feel that maybe I should be even more successful. Maybe I should be in the Millionaires Club. But you know what? My chapter 12 should not be compared to somebody else's chapter 24. I am where I am because of the habits and choices I made up to this point. And you are where you are in this business because of the choices and habits you have up to this point. But at the end of the day, you need to find a need and fill it. And that's something that Dave Ward said, find a need and fill it. And your needs are different than somebody else's. So I wanted to share that message because they explain here with Stephen Curry that before practice, he was the first one out practicing. And when practice was over, he stayed out and did not leave till he hit 5 free throws through swoosh shots, which is very hard to do. So your mindset is you got to ask yourself, what are you willing to put in to get the success and dreams that you want? So with that, guys, that was just I want to play that video before we get into the topic of tonight's team call. But for those of you that don't know me on the first call, starting right out of the gate, fired up. My name is Dave Atkins. I'm your upline Star Diamond Coach and your founding Team Perseverance Coach. My wife and I both work full time. Kristen, my wife, is a 2-star Diamond Coach, and she's a full-time school teacher. And I am a full-time law enforcement officer with the New York State Police. And today, guys, I'm going to tell you, today is another tough day. Another NYPD cop who was basically ambushed and executed and shot in the face this weekend passed away at around 11:15 this morning. So it's just right now, everything going on, it's just very, very tough times. So with that, this is another reason why I feel like this is a business, an opportunity to change my life, to create a life by design. So with that, moving on. Couple of announcements I want to go down. First and foremost, the 3-day refresh is on sale. And why am I saying that? Because I know, like Kristen and I have been talking about it after Cancun, you know, your diet tends to yo-yo a little bit, and it's on sale. So I don't know, babe, but I know you're probably listening to the call. I don't know if that's a sign because we were just talking about it. But the 3-day refresh is on sale for those of you guys that know. First. Second, Coach Basics, the coach training, 30-day coach training started today for our team-wide with all the Upline Diamonds running it. So I hope that there's some of you on there that started the training today. You're going to get unbelievable material over the next 30 days to give you exactly what you need to be successful in this business. Next, and holy cow, guys, we have, and this is going off self-reporting on the doc, we had 41 new Emerald coaches rank advance in the month of April. 41 new Emerald coaches. And I really want to just go down the list of the 41 new Emeralds that were there that rank advanced. Amazing, amazing work that we went for the Go for Green. And we have Miranda Mann-Schutz, we have Ruth Rose, Lindsay Medvin, Laura Schiller, Kerry John, Christine Baisley, Kelly Liskowski, Grace Goncalves, Rosanna Frisbee, Janine Gershenoff, Suzanne Melandro, Brianne Franchi, Joe Malone, Greg Mark, Courtney Stafford, Jacqueline O'Donnell, Tara Brown, Katie Emanuel, Diane Rizzo, Maria Sideropoulos, Jill Weiss, Janelle Ocampo, Angela McLaughlin, Katie Lowich, Kerry Torsilio, Jen Columbos, Renee Pupolo, Fran Selena Rizzo, Lynn Stewart, Kay Fazio, Anthony Stewart, Tina Wellen, Beth Feldman, Shantae Bartley, Brooke Duncan, Nancy Castrofilippo, Jennifer Lohr, Tracy Betzworth, Christine Litt, Brittany Zimmerman, and Michelle Berge. Guys, that's unbelievable. So I just want to give a congratulations to the 41 new Emerald coaches. You are now able to make the team cycle bonus. You now are able to start getting customer leads. This is the place where your business truly starts, when you hit Emerald Coach. So congratulations. And for those of you that are so close, it is never too late. That was just our push for April. There's never too late to get to Emerald Coach. So if you're that close, push and get there today. Next, the last announcement is Coach Summit is coming in July. And I had people sounding off, who's going to Coach Summit? So with that, it's time to kick off another video about Coach Summit because I'm super excited about it.
You know, when Beachbody does an event, we do it big.
Summit is a must-be place for all coaches.
Summit is where coaches come together and they really solidify what their teams are about. It's really important for somebody's business. But beyond that, look, it's going to be in Nashville, man. It's going to be a party. You gotta love Nashville. There's gonna be some great dancing, parties, big events, but it's also the great place that wants to celebrate right along with what Team Beachbody's all about.
It is just gonna rock in Music City. We've got the city kind of laying themselves out for us. Great energy, great culture, great food. It's a perfect fit for Team Beachbody.
I gotta tell you, we already know we're gonna have amazing speakers, but my favorite part, the product announcements are gonna blow people away.
For so many coaches, they say that Summit is their aha moment. They've been a coach for a while, they get to Summit, and suddenly it all makes sense.
One of the great things about Summit is the coach training, where new coaches learn from our veteran coaches. We've seen a remarkable, significant difference between coaches who are at Summit and those who don't come to Summit. The ones who are at Summit are the ones whose businesses grow.
Sure, there's lots of learning that goes on at Summit, but there's lots of fun too. Being at Summit, you're working out with our celebrity trainers, and you might even get a chance to meet them. On top of it all, you've got to be at the super workout. That's every single one of our trainers. It is the most awesome workout in the world, and you'll only be doing it with about 10,000 of your other Beachbody Coach friends.
You got to be one of the first to experience the new location. Nashville, Tennessee, Coach Summit 2015. It's going to be a summit that people are going to talk about for a long time.
Don't wait. Get registered right now. Go to CoachSummit.com. Make your commitment today that you're going to be at Summit 2015.
So guys, for those that are on the fence, I'm looking at faces and I see like Shanna smiling, like it's funny. All the ones that have been to Summit, like they're perking up. Michelle, like it's just, we know how great Summit is and we know what it can do for your business. And I know what it can do financially for your business. If you knew your business was going to exponentially grow, which I could say is fact, by going to Summit, you want to be there. all right? And I get it that there's crazy things going on. Yes, I'm going to be repetitive because I'm going to keep telling everybody that's saying themselves, I can't afford to go. My answer is you can't afford not to go. Or I have kids, I can't figure out. Yeah, I have 3 kids too with activities, and they're going to be like all over the place, but Kristen and I are going to be there. Whatever it is, if it's important to you, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. And if you're looking for roommates, we have people that Kristen and I, we just combined another group of people. There's 4 people going in a room. One of my coaches, a couple of her coaches. You could split the room. There's still rooms left, okay? And there's going to be 25,000 coaches there. It's once a year. This is the big thing. And I also got us a reserved area at the Wild Horse Saloon for Team Perseverance pregame before opening session. So I'm pretty excited about that for us as a team to come together. It's 2 months. It's 2 months, just over 2 months away. We are going to have a blast. So with that, last but not least is recognition. I want to I see people popping up. They have space for rooms. But I want to get into recognition of coaches with the 200 team volume points or more. Also, guys, amazing with each and every one of you that hit Success Club this past month in April. The new cover photo I just got up is up. So I want to give kudos to you for hitting Success Club because that's where it is about. That is a need that we all should be filling each month. 5 points minimum, non-negotiable. So let's get right into coaches with 200 team volume points or more. So let me just pull up my thing here so I can read this. Whoop. So 200 team volume points or more. Bear with me, it's loading. Are there any questions while this is loading? Anybody about Summit or anything? Just unmute your line if you do. Anybody? No? If you do, just unmute your line. Okay, with that.
Dave?
Yep.
I have a question.
Okay, who's that?
Diane.
Yes, Diane.
I have a question about the new coach ticket to Summit because I'm still working on it. And my husband signed up, I think at the end of February. So how does he get the ticket? I'm trying to figure out, how does he get the ticket being a new coach?
Did you go to CoachSummit.com?
Yeah, and they said you need like a code, but I don't understand where you get the code from.
To get the new, well, there's a couple things. You can get your free ticket as a new coach.
Right.
But you have to hit Success Club the first 3 months in a row as a coach. That's called Success Starters.
Okay.
If that's probably not what they need a code for that. That's what I'm assuming. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm not sure. That's why I was confused.
The Coach Summit ticket is the $250, I believe, is what the cost of it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit Success Club 3 months in a row, you get a free Summit ticket.
Okay, it's just not any new coach gets a free ticket.
No, absolutely not. It's definitely not any free coach. You get a free ticket if you sign up and the first 3 months as a coach you hit Success Club.
Oh, that makes more sense then. Okay,
thank you. You're welcome. Anybody else on that? Okay, so 200 team volume points or more. We have Michelle Della Sala, and her face is actually right next to the number. There you go, Michelle, at 270. We have Elizabeth Mangione, 285. Jamie Davenport, 225. Janine Gershenhoff at 292. Let's see who else we have here. Erin Darmody at 225. Jessica Licalzi at 237. Kerry Pietrantonio at 270. Diane Rizzo at 225. Amanda Landsman, 270. Rachel Roth, 277. But Bayard Huck at 285. Let's see who else we have here. Kara Weiner at 225. So that's everybody in the 200 club. Congratulations, guys. In the 300 club, We had Kristen Cleary at 315. We have Sharice Nolson at 360. Who else in the 300 club? Beata. Oh, man. See, you guys are killing me. I don't even have VALOUKTZIS. Like, holy cow. Valixis. I can't even pronounce it. But Beata at 395. Congratulations. Richard Waldron at 360. Way to go, Rich. And is that it? Oh, Laura Lynn Stewart at 305. One of our newer diamonds. Way to go, Laura Lynn. Donna Marie Smith at 315. G. Marie Cregan, 375. Maureen Garrett, 360. Kristen Malone at 360. Shauna Carlucci at 315. So congratulations in the 300 club. In the 400 club, we have, and I'm scrolling down, guys, we have Joni Greenwood at 450. Elizabeth Mullenbrook at 465. Mary Pasilia at 405. Mary's just killing it. It seems like every week. Elizabeth McNaughton at 405. Way to go, Elizabeth. And that's it for the 400 club. So 500 or higher. I see the winner there, but I just want to see if there's 500. So we have nobody in 500, nobody in 600, but at the 700 club, we have Kristen Smalls at 742. Way to go, Chris, at 742. And right to our winner for the week, our fellow Cancooner coach, Diamond Coach Gina Strecco at 910. So Gina, congratulations. I know you're on the call somewhere, but congratulations for leading the week in 910 team volume points. So way to go. There you are. I see it. So guys, with that, I want to get right into tonight. I'm really excited. And let me tell you, it's getting kind of like Kristen said, it's kind of getting a little crazy. Like for me, I normally want to come up with team call topics and training, but hearing from other diamonds and their story and how they got there is great training. And we're popping more diamonds and 41 emeralds and great things are happening. So tonight's call is one of our newer diamonds, and I'm totally killing the business. And I actually tried to hook her last week to talk, but she had some things going on. But that coach is Lisa Maher, and I got to find you, Lisa. Where are? Oh, there you are. I see you waving her hand. So Lisa Maher, I'm going to let her tell to you guys her story. I hope you have a pen and some tips, and let me spotlight you on the video. And
oh my gosh,
yours.
Well, hi everybody. I'm excited and nervous at the same time to talk to you tonight. I wrote myself some notes, so if I look down, that's why. It's not the same as standing at a podium. I work as a full-time elementary building principal. I oversee 500 students and 100 staff. I don't have an assistant principal, so we go, go, go every day, all day. I'm a mother of 2 teenagers. Derek's age 14 and Zach is age 13. And one of my sons has a 504, so I'm always busy being a tutor with him. And homework keeps me much busier than usual. I'm also a wife to my husband, Greg, and beyond my all those jobs, we also act as landlords and homemakers, and that keeps us busy as well. I've always been athletic, strong, and fit until college. That's when the partying started and the snacks, and I would get slim and fit, and then I would do it again, and it was like this roller coaster ride. Then when I graduated college, of course, I had to start with my schooling because as teachers know, you have to continue on with your education. So after 3 masters of snacking, eating, and being too tired, I was really unhappy. So fast forward 10 years after I got married and had kids, I said, okay, it's time. So in September of 2013, I woke up one morning and my husband was not feeling very well. He had a stomach virus on both ends. And I told him I was going to bring the boys to school and I would stop and get him some items to make him feel better and that I would be home before I went to work. When I got home, Greg was incoherent. I had to call 911. And he was just dehydrated. But for me, it was much more than that. It was enough of a scare to say, it's time. So I want us both to be around for our boys, and I want to see their children, and I want to be able to run around and play with them. I vowed to myself it is time, and so this is one of my whys. My second why is my father. He provided us with a good life and took an early retirement to enjoy life and live the golden years. Unfortunately, only after 1 year of moving to his desired location, buying a new house and a boat, he lost his vision. It was a process that was over a few years. He has diabetes, and then it finally, he had to give up his license. So he had to give up his car, he had to give up his boat. So he always says, there's no more golden years. So I'm concerned that I will get diabetes, and my blood sugar goes up and down. Since drinking Shakeology, that has helped. So that's my other why of why I try to continue to go on. Again, hereditary, and you want to be around for your children. So in October of 2013, a friend and past colleague shared a post on Facebook about her challenge groups in only 25 minutes. I thought to myself, I could do 25 minutes. So I told my husband that I wanted this time daily for myself. He shared no problem and that he was a big advocate to start that. Couldn't get him to join in, but he said he would support me. So I asked Jen Holdman for more information, and I signed up on November 11th of 2013. I was determined. This particular group started on Veterans Day. Now I asked myself, who starts a group on a holiday? We have off. So there I was again, starting to make some excuses, and I said, no way, I'm pushing on, and I continued in the group. I pressed play every day and drank my Shakeology. I ate better, but not perfect. I completed the 5 weeks of Alpha, which was the challenge group. I continued after that for 5 weeks of Beta and 5 weeks of Gamma. I lost 25 pounds and almost the same in inches. I was thrilled. So after the 4 weeks, I came to love the challenge group, and the motivation was important to me. So was the accountability. And I loved my new friends and my new family that I had found on Facebook. Even through Facebook, I felt like I started to really get to know them, and I was excited to share that time with them. So I asked Jen, how do I continue? I shared an immediate yes, and I only wanted to be a support coach. So for a few months, I was a support coach. I only cared about the discount. And if I could pay for my Shakeology, great. And if I couldn't, I was okay with that too, because I was getting a blast of nutrients and vitamins, and I paid for that anyway. So it didn't matter to me if it was not totally a wash. So then I had 2 friends ask me about the groups, and I signed up, which made me Emerald in June of 2014. And at this point, I still didn't sign up my husband. Dave, I was trying to listen to you, but I could not get him on board. But finally, I did. As you know, he just went Emerald. So it's been so excited in my house that every night I go down into the basement and I press play, and my children are loving it too, because we will do little challenges together, and that has helped create a family routine, a household routine. And they love the little push-up, pull-up, sit-up challenge. So being a good role model for them is very important. And my son said to me the other day, I'm going to get in trouble by the doctor. The scale is not moving. I said, well, that's because you're growing so tall. You're going to be taller than me, so it's not going to move so much. You just have to stay healthy and fit. So through this journey, some items I contribute to achieving Diamond are following the vital behaviors. I invite and expand my Facebook world every day. I created a like page, and I learned how to schedule my posts. So I schedule up to a bunch each time, so I don't have to do it every single night. And that has been very key to be able to do that. And I did not know about that, but I did learn about it from Sharice and Jen, which was wonderful. I try to keep up with themes on my Facebook, but I don't find that that's as easy for me. So I like to put things that I'm passionate about and that, stop people's attention or stop my attention. I share my own story and my friends' stories, and I think that catches people's attention. I schedule I attend scheduled events like Super Saturday. I participate in the team calls. I use a Google Calendar that keeps me part track. I use a Google Calendar to keep track. So my personal items are pink. And then if I need for my husband to be around, I invite him. And then his is brown. School is green. After school is yellow. And so having everything color coded and inviting people who are responsible for certain things helps me. And it's the only way that I can manage. I used to create a paper calendar every month for my husband, and then we kept on washing it. I was like, there has to be a better way. And now we can both see it on our phone because he's an active firefighter. So he needs to know when I'm busy, and I need to know when he's busy. And as I shared before, I have a wonderful coach, Jen Holdman. She's so explicit on the action steps to be successful. She answers my questions. She encourages independence. And I feel like she's living it with me. And I try to do the same with my challengers and my coaches on my team to try to emulate what she does with me, because I have found great success in that. I am fortunate enough to have one of my closest colleagues and friends at work be also a Diamond Beachbody coach. So every day I get to touch base with my good friend and talk for a few minutes of what's working and what's not. She's on a different team, but it's so helpful to do that daily in-face check-in every day. I do personal development. I tried first to start with online at the Beachbody blog and reading. And I finished a few books. But what's really helped me just recently is listening to Audible. So I'm listening to You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. And I listen to it on the way to work and back. I have about a half an hour commute. I try to check my coach online office every night. I do my power hour every night. I listen to the team calls and Team Perseverance, Team Spark, and Jen and Charisse also created a Push to Diamond, so we did that weekly as well. Something else that I use that I just started using, it's an application called Asana, ASANA, and it's an organizational tool for me. I've tried Google, I've tried Evernote, so I've been giving Asana a try. It's a web and mobile application designed to enable teamwork without email. So it was founded by Facebook, by Dustin Moskowitz and Justin Rothstein. And they both worked on trying to improve the productivity of their employees. So I put in all my clients or my potentials in this database called Asana, and I label my coaches or challengers with keywords: 21-day fix, struggling with weight, different things. So when you put it in and call it up as a search, it'll list all the people that you have that are doing 21-day fix or whatever program they're doing, or if they're struggling with the same thing, if they did the refresh, if they did the ultimate reset. So it helps to organize everything by doing a search just in your database. And so I found that to be helpful, though it's taken some time to put everything in, but it has been very successful for me. So some things I'd like to do in the future that I've learned about, I'd like to create a recipe Facebook site, so I can try to get people hooked into me. I think they're hooked in now with my like page, but I'd like to increase that. I want to continue to update my Asana database. I'd like to use more video examples of cooking or exercise on my Facebook and like page. I'd like to learn a little bit more about Instagram and Pinterest to promote my Beachbody business. So I feel like even though I achieved Diamond, I feel like I'm still learning every day and continuing on. I feel like it's just one step, one day, keep on going. And Dave, I always try to remember what you were saying. You have to work on your own chapter, not only with your business, but also with your own fitness journey. There's so many posts out there that you can't compare yourself to others. And that's what I try to remember. I just have to work it for me because, my life is just unique, as so is everybody else's. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa, so much. And I took a bunch of notes. And guys, I hope everybody wrote these things down, because this is what I noticed. The 3 vital behaviors are so important, and Lisa's doing every single one of them. And the main things I wrote down is she's expanding Facebook, her network every single day. She's scheduling her posts on a like page in advance, so she's working smarter, not harder. She's sharing stories. Guys, facts tell, stories sell. Write that down if you guys haven't written it down. Facts tell, stories sell. people don't care about all the facts, right? But stories, sharing success stories is what makes a difference. And people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So she's sharing stories. She's scheduling, making sure she's going to events. The team calls. She's going to Super Saturdays. I've seen Lisa at mine. She's going to the events and making sure she's part of all the live events. She's very organized. And again, Lisa, I'm just recapping because your points are so crucial. She's very organized. She uses Google Calendar. Some people use calendar, pen and paper, whatever works for you. She has an accountability partner, which is a great thing we do in starting the 30-day coach training. Audible. For those of you that don't know, Audible is an app that you can get on your iPhone, your Android device. It's through Amazon, audible.com. You can download that app, and it's basically books you can get on audio. You can turn your vehicle into a college classroom and get a degree just by listening to books on whatever fits you or what you want to listen to. Checks her coach online office every day. The Power Hour uses Asana. She's organized again. And she said she realizes she has so much to learn. Guys, success isn't a destination. It's a journey. It's not like you hit diamond and it stops. It's not like you hit star diamond and it stops. It's constant growth. So with that, I want to open up to any questions. Lisa, can you take a couple questions?
Sure.
I'm going to unspotlight you. Let's see how I do that. Here we go. That. So I can get everybody there. Hold on here. It's like all these different buttons here. Guys, who has questions for Lisa about anything? And come on, ask the questions. Don't be shy, please, because then you're going to message her as soon as you hang up. I see Stacy. Go ahead, Stacy.
Am I unmuted or are you unmuted?
No, I unmuted you. You're good.
I just did a Google search for sauna, and I didn't see anything. S-A-U-N-A?
S-A-A-N-A.
S-A-N-A. Okay. S-A-N-A-A. Yeah?
A-S-A-N-A.
Okay.
A-S-A-N-A. Asana.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Not other. Who has questions for Lisa? I got to scroll the screen. Anybody? Oh, come on, guys. I know there's questions. There's one down there. Lisa, how do you schedule posts?
You go to your like page and oops, sorry, 1 second. So you go to your like page and you set up a post, and then on the right-hand side, there'll be the button that you press for post, and there's a little arrow next to it. So you click on that little arrow, and then it says schedule, and you pick the date and the time.
Okay, guys, just to clarify, this is a like page, a business page. This is not your personal profile page. All right? And don't think that you need to jump right into and get a like page and panic and get overwhelmed, okay? I built my business up to where I am by having it on my personal page. I just got a like page probably like 5 months ago, so I'm still learning it. You can get one, but don't feel you can't build a business with just your personal page. Gina, I'm going to unmute you. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, how many posts do you post per day on your like page?
You know, Jen Holdman's shared a video that had shared that you should do, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So I try to do it every few hours. And then there were videos out there that showed the best time of day. And the best time of day was like at midnight. And I wasn't doing that. So I tried to look at my my insights. I think it's on insights, so you can see what posts were successful, what was the best time of day, and things of that nature. So I do try to do it every few hours, from 6 in the morning till midnight.
And also on your regular page?
No, my regular page I'll post once or twice a day.
Okay, thank you.
And to piggyback on that, I like the activity insight thing. For those that have a like page, I look, and my audience is usually on between like 8 and 9:30 at night, and then they fall off. That's just the people that follow me. So it's not, right, wrong, and different. I have no idea, Gina. I do 1 post a day, and I do it in that time frame.
Okay.
You know, so but I think what Jen shared with the video, it probably makes sense. For me, it's a matter of where I have time to put it. And I tend to also try to do a lot of videos that are uploaded raw because they tend to get the most views.
Mm-hmm.
So
thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
I have a question back.
Yes.
John just posted there is also a buffer if you do not have a like page. What's a buffer?
No, it's called Buffer. It's a service like Hootsuite.
Oh, okay.
And you go to them and you can schedule your post and it'll post for you. That's what that is. Questions? Anybody? Any questions? How about questions about anything? You guys are really killing me tonight. So at least I'm going to ask you a question. From when you first signed up to where you are now, where have you grown the most?
Well, when I first started, I wasn't doing any professional development. I have learned to share more stories of myself. And then I've also created the like page. So I think I've learned more about technology. I've always been tech savvy, but to really understand Facebook and the files and things of that nature, I think those would have to be my top 3.
And what would you say, what has the business now or Beachbody done for you up to where you are today?
It gives me, right now, it gives me some extra mad money. I have many, I call it mad money, gives you a little extra. I have many support coaches. So, but I do every once in a while get a larger check. So to me, it just gives me some extra mad money right now.
And what are your goals?
Okay.
No, that's great. It's great.
Yeah.
You got it. Hey, it was nothing. It was just discount. Now you're at a point where you have some money coming in.
Yeah.
Right. And where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself? What are your goals in 6 months from now?
I would love to be, I have one Diamond Coach under me. So in order to be 1 star because of her, I need to get 2 more coaches.
Right.
So ideally, that's what I would love.
Great. Awesome. 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 Any other questions? Anybody? All right, guys, if there's no questions, then Lisa, thank you for sharing all those great tips. I had like 10 bullet points. And
You're welcome.
thank you so much, guys. And otherwise, I hope more of you guys register for Summit. Be there. We're going to have an amazing time. And have a great night. The call will be posted tomorrow on the page, the recording, and I'll talk to you guys all soon. Bye-bye.